Hello, so we're looking at input validation as a means to prevent misuse, and obviously by making it really important what data has been put in there, we can stop people putting in sort of malicious code or typing the wrong thing in to spam a system in order to crash it. So there are four main types of input validation you need to know for the GCSE, and they are type check, length check, range check, and presence check. And I'm just going to briefly explain what each of these are and how they work in relation to a real world scenario. So you can see Maria here, she's really into her gaming. She wants to sign up for Game Zone, a new social media platform for gamers. Alright, so she's been asked to choose a username, text only. So she might choose Maria Gamer is, I don't know, just something like that. That'll be fine. The type check is saying text only. Obviously, if she puts 1, 2, 3 on the end of it, it will be invalid. So the check will be carried out on it, and it will say this is invalid. You cannot have number data in there. So, and she was obviously going to be told then to try a new username. So the type check really ensures that only the correct type of data is entered into a text box, e.g. string, integer, float. And for those of you remembering, integer's whole number, float is numbers with decimal places. Okay, but obviously if Maria, when she enters this username, she gets rid of the 1, 2, 3 at the end, because it's saying text only, string data only. We can now say that she's passed validation here. So this data is valid and it will be accepted. So obviously she's not trying to crash the system. Okay, then the next thing she's got to choose is a password, and it says 8+. What that means is 8+ characters. So if she types in, I don't know, Fortnite forever, she's massively into Fortnite. Obviously that's over 8 characters, no issue whatsoever. That'll be fine. But if she went FNFE, yeah, Fortnite forever there, that would fail validation because it's too short, which is the next point. Length check ensures that only the correct length of data is entered. So by saying it must be 8+ characters, obviously we're ensuring a strong password, which is really important, obviously, for security. So the company that make this software are ensuring that their users enter strong passwords, and that prevents misuse through hackers being able to guess the passwords, and then those hackers messing up the software. Alright, so we'll go back to this again, and we'll make it surely say Fortnite forever. Okay, so that's what Maria's put in there. Okay, the next one is a range check. So anyone signing up for this website, they need to have their age fall within a particular range, 13 and above to 90 years old. All right, so if Maria, who's clearly 17, types in 17, she's going to be fine. If she does happen to type 12, obviously that is outside of that range of numbers, and it will say invalid, and it will say, look, you need to type in another age or make sure you got permission to use this, etc., etc. You've probably seen that with certain types of software in the past when you signed up when you were really young for things. So obviously the range check ensures data entered into a text box is between a certain range of numbers. Okay, and obviously that is usually for numeric data. And if I just change that back to 17, obviously that is well within, well, it's just at the beginning really, but it's within 13 to 90 years old. So 17 will be valid. And we'll just do that now. So there we go. And finally, she needs to enter an email. It's required. So she writes maria@live.com. It's obviously not her email address, but whoever signed up, whoever's called Maria and signed up quickly for that, It's very lucky they've got quite a short email address there. So that's fine. But obviously, if she doesn't type it in, she won't be able to proceed with the sign up. She needs to make sure she's entering an email address. So presence check ensures that a text box has actually been filled out. Okay, that's really important. Putting an email address in means that she can be contacted by the business, and it's a way of proving that she is valid, that she is a valid user. So these are the four types, of input validation: type check, length check, range check, and presence check. And they can be used, as we say already, to prevent misuse. So say maybe in the exam paper it says, think of another way that misuse can be prevented in software. We could have input validation, such as presence check, making sure they put an email address in, and such as length check, making sure that when the user's asked to choose a password in order to access the software, they actually have to type in a certain length, which makes it more complex.